If another form of cover, Better News TV, say best also, so when you subscribe to Better News TV, message also best subscribe. No one like, no one share, no one turn on notification bell, no sabay update BI bayano, or sabay to me a economic car, was a comment section once your dear. Message so bell leave you comment in the BB also one. And then some banner I see in some banner a day bremo, and somewhere a day bremo say, or him Pompia or Eastern region, cry a friend at Abuakwa. Yes, Abuakwa. Na Hene de nsɛm bi atodwa abra na John Dramani Mahama ebo habema speech na pro bonus no Hene na nsɛm a wɔka ne sɛ breaking the eight NPP for and da o ma no mo ka no there is no way say ebebem ne abemuchia na Hene ne yi apaya gu so cancel the breaking the eight na mount John Dramani Mahama as an incoming president and you may call so no me person obeka me ho nya kwakuti o himpo ya no asem na ba ye de akabia no ye de beso so me yakuti mbra
we aya Eastern region na ko Eastern region ko e for say Abuakwa Ankobia na wo ho wo de atudwa say NPP sem say breaking the eight no omo fa nkoto ba bia ye ka achema sase so asam ene ye kan omo kira sa dwoma ama ne mra so say wo sa be fa wo man no de niema mpuntuo ene eye ahofama ahoto amamuo nyamisu amamuo ade betema mofo a omo mo che se amamuo we ye wo mo sesi ane de enyenyenyenye ye no na amamuo no bon te eye Ankobia Hene ya wo eye Abuakwa wodi atudwa se Excellency John Dramani Mahama ono na Ghana for na desi omo koto aba come 7 December 2024 omo kai se John Mahama ba bia ni fonyi wono hono mo beto aba no matim ni se zu na omo de sana ya den asa woso se de be ya John Mahama obesan ababiem na odi amemwo papa e de abre eye Ghana for yenti Ankobia Hene a wo Abuakwa ne sema wodi atudwa
ase mi jira na nanom nyina anemu na makasa kakra bi yenimre eti yebetwitwa so ansa na ode se kron incoming president aba mesre yasi enfa anohunu enkomeka eti yebegyina ha na ye de betra ha ye na ye kɔ enye no na ye hwehwɛ ni aye hwehwɛ no ane sɛ yebeyu breaking the eight no yegyina ha ka ene ye apaye ema so kyena eti ana fenso ye twato okra ye honorable incoming honorable aoba oredu aya na binum ka say ye lusu last 4 years ye lusu 300 menyentum na so wa maka ya fa ne sara afie ya de ne beko yesramo yen pascal tambra so bia o to a na utim mienu ni nyina ya da mu nyina ase nyame sey na ye trim papa no emram
very well na say eye engagement Excellency John Dramani Mahama koye no Eastern region begro na say Ankobia Hene ne sem na wode atu edwa eno no si breaking the eight ni don bese obete kura san say nyade a ebeba beboa eye emission levy ya kotobe kun ba ben na kufuado akwa ba eteki effect eye enura eden eniema ewo mu nyina no kire se wohwa enya ade a eboa na sa eye yesi ye kwan ye be reduce eye climate change eniema wo hwese de musie ene ade a eba enu nti ye bisa se Burkina Faso forecast na wo mo eba ha no empurumusie enwu Ghana for so Mali for ni Niger forecast na eba no empurumusie enwu aya Ghana for so eti da ben na nado okoda ya wo so daye ehunu say ta taxi we o say de be se Ghana for kon obi a wo ba wo say ye be free aya taxation na ya co production no ene de aya dan ana akwakodu taxation ye say nei wo plant kura we su wo fie no you be charge you because we see free to air day eba wudwene nwa wonte ase na eniema eni sika die basabasa tuwa yetu ya yenwu ne yede ye ya na nado akofa we ya base motorcycles and tricycles wo mu betua 75 Ghana a year so na motor vehicles buses and coaches up to a year 30 liters almost betua a year 150 Ghana cedis. Not just a use car 3.0 liters, not just a a cubic a year capacity no what 3,000 ubetua a year 300 Ghana cedis a year. E this car we nyina mawa now they say wa buru ni mu de akwakwa akofro play ni makwa akodware president baby e wo nyina aduri yutufu bia on person de be ye adwuma wodia they say IMF a condition mu ka kire Ghana for say moko IMF ne moko IMF wo china na mo say yi 11 no se Ghana for gitum na se mutimi pass yi 11 ne dia ene eno no yi 11 ne betimi mi aye amia ye mpuntuo yi 11 betimi amia sisi airport awodo yi 11 betimi amia fa mabunu bebre e wa adwuma chairman sabo to kwatena parliament e defendi we nyina na ye bogus ene ba bi omode aba beduro eno no ene ma we nyina ekoso no se Ghana for ye tena ni atete so kokwa akira sa abanfun we ya atete so kokwa akira ba kankan we ni ase ye koso sa ye ye hweso sa ye na nado ye beda be sore no waton Ghana eniema boni a ekoso under this administration matonwadi enu na ekoso wo sa ban we mu atonto ya niema nyina fedie anado hu ba bia won fa tax no fa biem ye se car ne na ma yi musie ye ba beje ho tax na wiense na ya na wo chata de kono enwusie na edi ebegu ya so eno so kan we hu ana wiense na wo ko chili wom wudware wom wiese ni ma wom akokora olu 8 plus na wo da so dware wo play mu wo free air London direct flight 6 hours adware e ben ko na nado wudware epo ben ko na wo da so a wo ko yi yakoto aba ayi wa wodi amammuofo kankan tanta sei ade matimamufo a wo man mu woni ba ni ayo matuton bibia ene wo ko aye police prison barracks dia tete ne say barracks aye prison aye officers ne etie no maton ho dia tete no aden dia tete ha ba tia ne say tia the headquarters waton dia tia ba tia ne say Jubilee House waton wo suka stress we Musufu ma mom hu ben yemo hwana na nado aton abanya wa ba wonya hwe ne de ya aton tax ama mo fu kanka tata bi ni ama panyi beni very well we mu nyina no ne ekoba ene ne ekọ nyina no o ma ba affect mu nyina no ya o ma target air transport sector no ye bisam say those into construction, manufacturing, mining, oil and gas, any other sectors no so no. Omo nyina betua bi. Eti so omo nyina betua bi a nana. Ade eti na kasa cars podi unye bibi mfa ho. Senado adan ana ade bi a obekọ akoye no ebetimi agu amafo aye fed up with say useless government amafo when the kaya begu nyuma banse e Ghana and the one ma aye bank managers adane taxi drivers force and the bank managers bebre wo mu twi okada bebre twi okada wo kurom ha adan bone ben na Ghana fo ayo ko tobeku ba ben si ya wakala television pa wo se mekwa akoton na makwa akoto black and white yakofa woluma ya bama atetia woluma we ade ya famu woluma ya wanya 80 plus ya sabe ka ba bia wadui nka ja wo nananom yen wo manom ene yen nka obeye bibi ama ye ho ato ekakra na afi na wo boy etirimoden aden nti on factories for ne mo a mo sisi nwuse ni ade nyina na do beje mo tax eti mi bi so o mo shi wi no so mo beje mo tax ana so mo so shia ghetto so no akabi ga what I mean o mo shia se nwuse ni bakosoro eti o mo num cigarette no eno so de bakwa hwa ana entampe for no the wikileaks ka ya say chini mi na majani kumo o me si ba ko de amnesia amnesia any wi ene ne keka ho ye bi sa say eno so no mo betua na ene ghetto so no bebre o ha boys no o mo kwatena okwa o mo nya bi ntwe ho je se obi paase o amwa ye ni mo num wi pa okroma ye pe wi nomfo a ye ni mo homa num wi a wikileaks aka o mo wonsem e wo krom ha enda mo ye ka nwusi asem a mo ama mo hyiwi e ma wi gi wi mo kumo no ena mo nyina ma tetem kwanchen nwusi mo hyi nwusi no ti wikileaks for say nwusi ni timi nam ni ma hosa wikileaks yo ye modi ba wikileaks kan bibi it's in the public domain wo mo hyiwi ye ni mo na enu na bi said abi wono de oye national organizer edema NPP asa adabraka was say emissions levy way party no NPP mo co-opposition they say the center itself cannot hold just Ankobia kan de na eye papa nso abeka ne de na bi nso abeka ne de na wontumi nso burumu Asante region no ne nam over the bar yetie na bi o NPP national organizer na numa semo we enye NDC ni na eka we eye NPP na nabi
oze hu hia ye wo fom tin se man ko foka Mr. Minister of Finance enye bibia na yeba de na emission levy na emission levy na no say de
I didn't start in Rano.
Nana, you levy by you saw how spirited. But now the kind man. The as a party, the tea form any go for the incomo. Na bi ho no man no kwasem ni. Afina ye wom na baby a ye dru ne ye nya ye gitum. Say COVID yi any Russia Ukraine won ma ho kire bai. No kwan say ye sade ho kire bi msa to. Ye Ghana for no so. Ana we kra no say emission levy say wo hwe sika kra de bakra na enya de o say de bakra o say be ye bekeke ka ho nsem hwe so kwa ma no ne baby o motai de eto kasa e bia e de sa hydrocarbons yi num no e beba no dodo na no e ya no be so mo discourage nkofo a mo use sa cars no they say a cars use petrol ni diesel ma men kan sa petrol ni diesel no on person mo discourage you mo discourage you so no they have an environmental use electric cars it do call UK electric cars company is booming bedu baby no your charging point in US the same in Europe the same it no so mo charge such levies now or more charge now kwa discourage you and kwa dia na so kra chance ah Send be a bit discourage you cross over to car, a diesel and air petrol. Send be a bit movie to electric cars. Now, boy, environment and climate. All of year champion here, I mean, climate advocacy, no near that now, boy. But so that's all the bagana. Now, would a year emissions levy? For what purpose? We haven't gotten to that level now. Electric cars are being removed. Nana ya iti them say one car will use electric car. And our car use electric car.
Me. Boy.
Of a minute or an electric car. Iti yenyan to that level no. And we must be frank. For me, that emissions levy, it must be withdrawn. ASAP. And yen nkofo can form national organizer of my party. I listen to my people. This must be withdrawn. And only crowd them is Aban as a Maya, the VAT on
electricity, no?
You withdraw. Now I was running from Mahama Bresso. And the Mahama now holding Ejna Kumasi Kase, a buy when and it's more than VAT. Meanwhile, it has been in the law. Oh, Mahama Bresso, or no farmer, Yanya Deba. Yanya Deba. And now Brazil idiom, it must be withdrawn. And then maybe you want say, Ministry of Finance, yeah, you better support it. And we have always been supporting. If he say, that is why we are also there as a political party. And I'm stating the position of the party. That it must be withdrawn.
Both the VAT on electricity and emission levy.
Withdraw.
And I'll be a national organizer.
Yes. That's a Panamecano. I've done consultations and I'm saying,
and that the party's position is
yes, it must be withdrawn.
More withdraw.
Yes. Yes.
More can say I can answer more.
I can say I said 2 months my car. And you're not a dish. I say, look, I mean, whose name whom be an air is a mission levy pine. And no park course. And course. Messages, WhatsApp messages. Miss Ronchano, dear, Miss Sre, Abai, it must be withdrawn. It must be withdrawn.
Say no, clearly. A catcher will say, party no, any Abai no, BB Ewo. They say they are fighting each other. What's the way a party decision? And now don't any kind of for that and then the Bawumia so and they say no more pekwayo mobile so mo be save NPP. And look, the common in our background. Nana be offering Omo national chairman 17, right? Offering Ankobia offering. It is said the Abobaba no. Aya domo aya dankwa domo buzia tradition no. The same one was say, "Aya President Kofo on the side, no." Say, "Nka omo kana kenufurata omo kasa in the BBS ya." Apart the kenufurata ko omo implement that no. Nka nya dia say emissions levy ebeba. Nti omo kana dem anya yie. Na ne de na bi ene ne team NPP for no pese. Wo mo nye party ni si ho. Ene omo ko opposition kwa no mayo ma de. Na omo asese omo ne ma na omo asan bebim. Na se si a baby ado ni de se nkoma we nkoma MB before timi enni ni dem a na aba bedu na ya kase minu yakuma na ya kase Peace FM ene eye na bi e wo kokroko dwumadie so di a aje se baby ado no man no ayede papa the center itself cannot hold. And who is in charge? Say political party as an MPP in government. Now more opposed to a year implementation of a year VAT on electricity, a year commercial, residential.
To conduct your campaign, you will engage them in discussions that will give you inputs, that will enable you craft a strategy for ending the conflict when God gives you the mandate to assume power in this country. Come January 7th, 2025.
Fantastic delivery from the Upper East Regional House of Chiefs. Omo Penya on also Edenesem Etu Ibia. Yetie Senior His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, incoming President of the Republic of Ghana, on also welcome address by the Chiefs.
I want to thank the President for his welcome address. Unfortunately, we are meeting at a time our country is going through very serious economic crisis. And I've always said that this crisis is self-inflicted. It is the result of mismanagement, and let nobody tell you otherwise. Our economic managers have landed us in this situation, first because of excessive borrowing. I mean, when you are the head of a household and you are managing the household, you manage it in such a way that you do not lead your family into debt. And so you must borrow with that in mind. Unfortunately, when the new Patriotic Party took over from us, President Kufuor had started the first entry into the international credit market, which was the Eurobond. He borrowed only $750 million. In the 4 years I was president, with everything that we did and all the developments that you see, we went onto the Eurobond market and borrowed only $3.5 billion. In 6 years of the NPP administration, in the Eurobond market, they went and borrowed $13.5 billion. And my fathers, the tragedy of it is that $13.5 billion would have put an asphalt overlay from Tamale to Paga to halt the deterioration of the highway that goes to Burkina Faso. With $13.5 billion, we would have finished all the work in the Bogatanga Central Hospital. With $13.5 billion, we would have finished the road from here through Navrongo to Wa. There are so many things that we're yearning for that money could have been applied to. Unfortunately, most of that money went into consumption. And so, as an irresponsible head of household, you go and borrow money instead of extending your house, re-roofing the house, providing water in the house, improving electricity in the house. You use it and eat chicken and feed fat. And eventually when your creditors come after you, you have no money to repay the loan. And that's the situation in which we find ourselves. We have declared ourselves bankrupt. Most of the time, they try to attribute it to COVID and to Ukraine-Russia war. But we're not alone in COVID and Ukraine-Russia war. All our neighboring countries also went through the same. But how many of them have been declared bankrupt? And how many of them have reneged on paying their foreign debt? And so we've landed in this crisis as a result of the mismanagement of our economy, pure and simple. And it has created a lot of hardship for our people. And I do think that the good people of Ghana are living that experience. Nobody can come and tell you your life is better when your life is getting worse.
Was His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Was I at the same to a security matters, a regional House of Chiefs, penny president, war a year upper is no editor Gano, and also okay, be for Bambon home and Seminole. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama.
Mr. President talked about security. And security is one of the major challenges we have here. It's in two parts. One is the chieftaincy crisis, which our president talked about. And I think that it's unfortunate that this crisis has reared its head again. At the time we were in office, we had virtually calmed things. Boku was a thriving community again. People were going about their business without fear of being harmed. Unfortunately now, you cannot roam freely in Boko. Just recently I was reading, they have put the ban on riding motorcycles again in the evening. And generally, it's a period of insecurity for the people living in that area. In the night, buses are fired upon and people are killed. Sometimes when the buses are going from Boko down, they are waylaid on the Bolga-Tamale highway, and some unknown people fire shots into the bus and injure people. These are things that we're going to make a priority when we come. We have done it before, we'll do it again. We will work hard to resolve the Boko crisis and bring peace back to Boko and surrounding areas. The second aspect of the insecurity is armed robbery. Armed robbery has become a major problem here, and it's affecting the economy of the Upper East region. You go to market days, you are coming back, armed robbers set on you, and they rob the people. We're going to mount a very strong fight against armed robbery, because you cannot have economic progress. You can't have economic progress in an environment of insecurity. And so it's imperative that we make sure that our region is safe and secure so that people can go about their businesses without fear of being harmed or killed. And so these are some of the few issues I thought I would raise. And I'm sure that now that I've said these few words, you'll be able to fill in. And I'm ready to come back to the microphone and respond to any of the suggestions or questions that you might have. I thank you very much. God bless you.
Very well. That was His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, former president of the Republic of Ghana, part of a year, Upper East a year, regional a year, Tono, near also Ediatu Ibra, and also Bolgatanga, with an any better Boko, Timpani, Garu, any other areas in and Sana, or the New Medino, Aba, a year.